Alright guys, what's up? So, we're here at this house. I do all three of these together. And let's see if the SCAG Liberty Z, I do it all the time, but does this mow big yards well? Let's get some footage today and we'll talk about it. Guys, crazy thing. Sorry, I clear my throat because it's super early in the morning, and so, my wife mentioned that to me. She's like, "Hey, be careful when you clear your throat on there." She's so sweet. She helps me a lot with my stuff. So, but it's literally like the first time I've talked, because it's like 5 whatever in the morning. I'm trying to edit this video right now, Saturday, but. Sorry about that last clip. There's some of that bank shot that you couldn't see where I was mowing. But as you can see, I had, on those last couple yards, had a pretty good amount of leaves on them because it's been pretty dry. And this little mower does great, even in these circumstances. Because most of my yards, they're not huge pieces of grass, but they're, ones with lots of obstacles and things like that. And so this mower, this particular day, I had a couple places where I needed to use the 36. And so I've been experimenting. I only wanted to take one mower. And so, right here is one of the places, see this gate, squeeze it in there. Sweet. So I wanted to just take one mower, and so I was like, well, if I experiment and just take this mower, and it turned out really well. I mean, my times were not at all any worse with this than they were, than they normally are, even with my 48 and stuff like that. As far as the yards, because, a lot of intricate pieces of yards, like, for example, this house right here, they're not big pieces of grass. They're like these, patches of grass that swoop around, snake all over the place. And so, even though it's a 36, it doesn't really take you longer on these properties. Now, there's some days where, 48 is good. Some of the yards that I'm filming today would have been good for the 48. And this video is going to be a lot of mainly mowing footage, and then we're going to do a yard walk around at the end. and then a little surprise at the very end of that from a customer. So, yeah, so I mean, but so it doesn't really cost me extra time, even though I prefer the 48 on some of these yards. But as you'll know, I'm going to set up some of my routes. So some days I take the 36, and some days I take the 48. And so that's what I'm going to do. But you know, when my yard route lessens overall customers, I think I'll be able to even plan it out better, since I'll have less customers. And so, you know, whatever the couple of days that I take the 36, it'll be even more, the yards will be even more suited for the 36, you know, when I do it at that point. Like right here, for example, mowing this patch. Over here to the right, on the other side of those tall plant grasses, is the golf course. And so, like, once a month, I come out here on the end of the property and kind of just keep this dusty area under control, if you will. And so, you know, obviously 48 would be way better for this part. But man, it works great. Love the mower.
Right, guys. So I mow this yard right here, and he's selling that house, and he bought this house. So he wants me to give him a price for it. So it's kind of where the property line is, right? Like kind of where that power box is. And so we're gonna walk around it. Here's the front. Those trucks, so that's another house. So we got some azaleas here that we're gonna have to tend to. We got a bunch of loripilums here. A bunch of these abelias. We got this. Just like a lot of my yards, there's a lot of shrub trimming, but it's property line. It's not too big of a yard. I think the lot size is like 0.4, so like a half acre or something. But a bunch of big shrubs that are fun to trim. I climb up on the ladder and stuff. Do this. Yeah, lots of bushes to trim. Stuff pump for the hot tub and stuff, I guess. Not too much grass, really. But again, we're gonna have to maintain all these beds and stuff. And all this stuff, you know, crepe myrtles and pull weeds and stuff out all here. Not too much, really, down here. This yard needs some attention for sure. It looks like it's been a few weeks since it's been cut. And,
Alright guys, hope y'all enjoyed my cool high-pitched voice. I was just trying to speed this up a little bit and show y'all, you know, maintain some stuff in there. See, again, this was a clip from back in the spring, and I have to get all this stuff trimmed up, and I did end up picking up this yard, because like I said, it was another customer owned a house across the street. He bought this house, and so I had to do both of the houses there for a while, and he did end up selling the one across the street, which is good. So I don't have both of them. And this one, you know, I do every week and stuff, and obviously it looks better now because the grass is, you know, real green and stuff, you know, because it's summer. But yeah, I did end up doing this yard. I don't know if I've shown y'all on video yet, but I showed y'all the yard. So y'all seen this yard over here across the street before, and so now I do that other one over there. Wanted to show that to you quick before I forgot about it. Show you that new yard. So that's what we're up to. And yeah, customer gave me something special. I'll show y'all in just a second.
All right, guys. So check this out. We are gonna do. Oh man, a little toasty out there today, boys. Look what they gave me. Boom, baby. Maybe that'll be a thumbnail. Probably not. But let's do an official Gatorade Zero review. Hang on, let's get the AC started. That is good. Yeah. Customer is so sweet this last lawn. She stopped her car, she's pulling out, and I was like, wonder what she's gonna want. She got out, handed me that Gatorade, said thank you for what you do, and she left. So, wasn't expecting that, but hey, that's a blessing. That happened to me a couple weeks ago as well. Y'all seen that on one of my other videos. Maybe it's more like a month ago, but let's keep it moving.